Pratiquez l'anglais tous les jours. Écoutez, parlez, entraînez-vous et améliorez vos compétences linguistiques avec nous.
Quand tu as fini, continue à t'exercer dans notre appli. C'est gratuit, lien en description.
Commencez à vous entraîner.
I am at the Poterie studio. I am at the Poterie studio.
Je suis à l'atelier de poterie.
I am at the Poterie studio. I am at the Poterie studio. She makes beautiful pots. She makes beautiful pots.
Elle fait de beaux pots.
She makes beautiful pots. She makes beautiful pots. He is shaping the clay. He is shaping the clay.
Il façonne l'argile.
He is shaping the clay. He is shaping the clay. We are learning pottery today. We are learning pottery today.
Nous apprenons la poterie aujourd'hui.
We are learning pottery today. We are learning pottery today. They use a pottery wheel. They use a pottery wheel.
Ils utilisent un tour de potier.
They use a pottery wheel. They use a pottery wheel. The clay feels soft and wet. The clay feels soft and wet.
L'argile est douce et humide au toucher.
The clay feels soft and wet. The clay feels soft and wet. I roll the clay with my hands. I roll the clay with my hands.
Je roule l'argile avec mes mains.
I roll the clay with my hands. I roll the clay with my hands. She smooths the edges carefully. She smooths the edges carefully.
Elle lisse les bords avec soin.
She smooths the edges carefully. She smooths the edges carefully. He adds a handle to the cup. He adds a handle to the cup.
Il ajoute une anse à la tasse.
He adds a handle to the cup. He adds a handle to the cup. We glaze the pottery after shaping. We glaze the pottery after shaping.
Nous émaillons la poterie après le façonnage.
We glaze the pottery after shaping. We glaze the pottery after shaping. They fire the pots in a kiln. They fire the pots in a kiln.
Ils cuisent les pots dans un four.
They fire the pots in a kiln. They fire the pots in a kiln. The kiln is very hot. The kiln is very hot.
Le four est très chaud.
The kiln is very hot. The kiln is very hot. I made a small bowl. I made a small bowl.
J'ai fait un petit bol.
I made a small bowl. I made a small bowl. She paints designs on her vase. She paints designs on her vase.
Elle peint des motifs sur son vase.
She paints designs on her vase. She paints designs on her vase. He uses a sponge to clean the piece. He uses a sponge to clean the piece.
Il utilise une éponge pour nettoyer la pièce.
He uses a sponge to clean the piece. He uses a sponge to clean the piece. We let the clay dry before firing. We let the clay dry before firing.
Nous laissons sécher l'argile avant la cuisson.
We let the clay dry before firing. We let the clay dry before firing. They mix colors for glazing. They mix colors for glazing.
Ils mélangent les couleurs pour l'émaillage.
They mix colors for glazing. They mix colors for glazing. I wear an apron to stay clean. I wear an apron to stay clean.
Je porte un tablier pour rester propre.
I wear an apron to stay clean. I wear an apron to stay clean. She teaches us how to use tools. She teaches us how to use tools.
Elle nous apprend à utiliser les outils.
She teaches us how to use tools. She teaches us how to use tools. He trims the bottom of the pot. He trims the bottom of the pot.
Il taille le fond du pot.
He trims the bottom of the pot. He trims the bottom of the pot. We practice on the wheel. We practice on the wheel.
Nous nous exerçons sur le tour.
We practice on the wheel. We practice on the wheel. They show me how to center the clay. They show me how to center the clay.
Ils me montrent comment centrer l'argile.
They show me how to center the clay. They show me how to center the clay. I press the pedal to spin the wheel. I press the pedal to spin the wheel.
J'appuie sur la pédale pour faire tourner le tour.
I press the pedal to spin the wheel. I press the pedal to spin the wheel. She makes a tall vase. She makes a tall vase.
Elle fait un grand vase.
She makes a tall vase. She makes a tall vase. He uses a needle tool. He uses a needle tool.
Il utilise un outil en forme d'aiguille.
He uses a needle tool. He uses a needle tool. We cut the clay with wire. We cut the clay with wire.
Nous coupons l'argile avec un fil.
We cut the clay with wire. We cut the clay with wire. They keep water nearby. They keep water nearby.
Ils gardent de l'eau à proximité.
They keep water nearby. They keep water nearby. I dip the pot in glaze. I dip the pot in glaze.
Je trempe le pot dans l'émail.
I dip the pot in glaze. I dip the pot in glaze. She stacks pots on a shelf. She stacks pots on a shelf.
Elle empile les pots sur une étagère.
She stacks pots on a shelf. She stacks pots on a shelf. He signs his name on the bottom. He signs his name on the bottom.
Il signe son nom au fond.
He signs his name on the bottom. He signs his name on the bottom. We clean up the table. We clean up the table.
Nous nettoyons la table.
We clean up the table. We clean up the table. They label their work. They label their work.
Ils étiquettent leur travail.
They label their work. They label their work. I try to make a mug. I try to make a mug.
J'essaie de faire une tasse.
I try to make a mug. I try to make a mug. She helps me fix a crack. She helps me fix a crack.
Elle m'aide à réparer une fissure.
She helps me fix a crack. She helps me fix a crack. He shapes a plate. He shapes a plate.
Il façonne une assiette.
He shapes a plate. He shapes a plate. We decorate with stamps. We decorate with stamps.
Nous décorons avec des tampons.
We decorate with stamps. We decorate with stamps. They use a loop tool. They use a loop tool.
Ils utilisent un outil en boucle.
They use a loop tool. They use a loop tool. I push the clay down. I push the clay down.
J'appuie sur l'argile.
I push the clay down. I push the clay down. She pulls the walls up. She pulls the walls up.
Elle tire les parois vers le haut.
She pulls the walls up. She pulls the walls up. He centers the clay slowly. He centers the clay slowly.
Il centre l'argile lentement.
He centers the clay slowly. He centers the clay slowly. We work quietly. We work quietly.
Nous travaillons en silence.
We work quietly. We work quietly. They listen to music while working. They listen to music while working.
Ils écoutent de la musique en travaillant.
They listen to music while working. They listen to music while working. I bring my own tools. I bring my own tools.
J'apporte mes propres outils.
I bring my own tools. I bring my own tools. She uses a rib tool to smooth. She uses a rib tool to smooth.
Elle utilise une estèque pour lisser.
She uses a rib tool to smooth. She uses a rib tool to smooth. He carves a pattern. He carves a pattern.
Il grave un motif.
He carves a pattern. He carves a pattern. We take turns on the wheel. We take turns on the wheel.
Nous prenons des tours sur le tour.
We take turns on the wheel. We take turns on the wheel. They wear old clothes. They wear old clothes.
Ils portent de vieux vêtements.
They wear old clothes. They wear old clothes. I wash my hands after class. I wash my hands after class.
Je me lave les mains après le cours.
I wash my hands after class. I wash my hands after class. She dries her pot on the rack. She dries her pot on the rack.
Elle fait sécher son pot sur l'étagère.
She dries her pot on the rack. She dries her pot on the rack. He wraps his piece in plastic. He wraps his piece in plastic.
Il enveloppe sa pièce dans du plastique.
He wraps his piece in plastic. He wraps his piece in plastic. We check the kiln schedule. We check the kiln schedule.
Nous vérifions le planning du four.
We check the kiln schedule. We check the kiln schedule. They wait for the firing to finish. They wait for the firing to finish.
Ils attendent la fin de la cuisson.
They wait for the firing to finish. They wait for the firing to finish. I learn something new each time. I learn something new each time.
J'apprends quelque chose de nouveau à chaque fois.
I learn something new each time. I learn something new each time. She explains the steps clearly. She explains the steps clearly.
Elle explique les étapes clairement.
She explains the steps clearly. She explains the steps clearly. He shows me how to fix mistakes. He shows me how to fix mistakes.
Il me montre comment corriger les erreurs.
He shows me how to fix mistakes. He shows me how to fix mistakes. We laugh and have fun. We laugh and have fun.
Nous rions et nous nous amusons.
We laugh and have fun. We laugh and have fun. They admire each other's work. They admire each other's work.
Ils admirent le travail des autres.
They admire each other's work. They admire each other's work. I feel proud of my pot. I feel proud of my pot.
Je suis fier de mon pot.
I feel proud of my pot. I feel proud of my pot. She gives tips for glazing. She gives tips for glazing.
Elle donne des conseils pour l'émaillage.
She gives tips for glazing. She gives tips for glazing. He shows different techniques. He shows different techniques.
Il montre différentes techniques.
He shows different techniques. He shows different techniques. We use molds sometimes. We use molds sometimes.
Nous utilisons parfois des moules.
We use molds sometimes. We use molds sometimes. They experiment with new styles. They experiment with new styles.
Ils expérimentent de nouveaux styles.
They experiment with new styles. They experiment with new styles. I try a new design. I try a new design.
J'essaie un nouveau design.
I try a new design. I try a new design. She mixes two clays together. She mixes two clays together.
Elle mélange deux argiles ensemble.
She mixes two clays together. She mixes two clays together. He helps me center the clay. He helps me center the clay.
Il m'aide à centrer l'argile.
He helps me center the clay. He helps me center the clay. We fire our pieces twice. We fire our pieces twice.
Nous cuisons nos pièces deux fois.
We fire our pieces twice. We fire our pieces twice. They label their glaze jars. They label their glaze jars.
Ils étiquettent leurs pots de glaçure.
They label their glaze jars. They label their glaze jars. I write my name on the bottom. I write my name on the bottom.
J'écris mon nom au fond.
I write my name on the bottom. I write my name on the bottom. She teaches us about clay types. She teaches us about clay types.
Elle nous enseigne les types d'argile.
She teaches us about clay types. She teaches us about clay types. He explains how the kiln works. He explains how the kiln works.
Il explique comment fonctionne le four.
He explains how the kiln works. He explains how the kiln works. We watch the glaze melt in the kiln. We watch the glaze melt in the kiln.
Nous regardons l'émail fondre dans le four.
We watch the glaze melt in the kiln. We watch the glaze melt in the kiln. They open the kiln carefully. They open the kiln carefully.
Ils ouvrent le four avec précaution.
They open the kiln carefully. They open the kiln carefully. I trim the foot of the bowl. I trim the foot of the bowl.
Je taille le pied du bol.
I trim the foot of the bowl. I trim the foot of the bowl. She adds texture with a comb. She adds texture with a comb.
Elle ajoute de la texture avec un peigne.
She adds texture with a comb. She adds texture with a comb. He uses a rolling pin. He uses a rolling pin.
Il utilise un rouleau à pâtisserie.
He uses a rolling pin. He uses a rolling pin. We make tiles too. We make tiles too.
Nous faisons aussi des carreaux.
We make tiles too. We make tiles too. They share their tools. They share their tools.
Ils partagent leurs outils.
They share their tools. They share their tools. I clean my tools after use. I clean my tools after use.
Je nettoie mes outils après usage.
I clean my tools after use. I clean my tools after use. She arranges pots on a shelf. She arranges pots on a shelf.
Elle dispose les pots sur une étagère.
She arranges pots on a shelf. She arranges pots on a shelf. He makes handles from coils. He makes handles from coils.
Il fait des anses avec des colombins.
He makes handles from coils. He makes handles from coils. We use slip to join pieces. We use slip to join pieces.
Nous utilisons de la barbotine pour assembler les pièces.
We use slip to join pieces. We use slip to join pieces. They learn from each other. They learn from each other.
Ils apprennent les uns des autres.
They learn from each other. They learn from each other. I enjoy working with clay. I enjoy working with clay.
J'aime travailler avec l'argile.
I enjoy working with clay. I enjoy working with clay. She stretches the clay gently. She stretches the clay gently.
Elle étire doucement l'argile.
She stretches the clay gently. She stretches the clay gently. He scores the surface before attaching. He scores the surface before attaching.
Il strie la surface avant d'assembler.
He scores the surface before attaching. He scores the surface before attaching. We take pictures of our work. We take pictures of our work.
Nous prenons des photos de notre travail.
We take pictures of our work. We take pictures of our work. They prepare the clay in advance. They prepare the clay in advance.
Ils préparent l'argile à l'avance.
They prepare the clay in advance. They prepare the clay in advance. I store my piece in a plastic bag. I store my piece in a plastic bag.
Je range ma pièce dans un sac en plastique.
I store my piece in a plastic bag. I store my piece in a plastic bag. She uses a template for shape. She uses a template for shape.
Elle utilise un gabarit pour la forme.
She uses a template for shape. She uses a template for shape. He adds feet to the pot. He adds feet to the pot.
Il ajoute des pieds au pot.
He adds feet to the pot. He adds feet to the pot. We let the glaze dry. We let the glaze dry.
Nous laissons sécher l'émail.
We let the glaze dry. We let the glaze dry. They test glaze samples. They test glaze samples.
Ils testent des échantillons de glaçure.
They test glaze samples. They test glaze samples. I use a brush for detail. I use a brush for detail.
J'utilise un pinceau pour les détails.
I use a brush for detail. I use a brush for detail. She layers colors for effect. She layers colors for effect.
Elle superpose les couleurs pour un effet.
She layers colors for effect. She layers colors for effect. He uses wax to resist glaze. He uses wax to resist glaze.
Il utilise de la cire pour empêcher l'émail d'adhérer.
He uses wax to resist glaze. He uses wax to resist glaze. We label our shelves. We label our shelves.
Nous étiquetons nos étagères.
We label our shelves. We label our shelves. They organize their tools. They organize their tools.
Ils organisent leurs outils.
They organize their tools. They organize their tools. I learn to be patient. I learn to be patient.
J'apprends à être patient.
I learn to be patient. I learn to be patient. She encourages creativity. She encourages creativity.
Elle encourage la créativité.
She encourages creativity. She encourages creativity. He fixes a broken handle. He fixes a broken handle.
Il répare une anse cassée.
He fixes a broken handle. He fixes a broken handle. We recycle scrap clay. We recycle scrap clay.
Nous recyclons les chutes d'argile.
We recycle scrap clay. We recycle scrap clay. They practice every week. They practice every week.
Ils s'entraînent chaque semaine.
They practice every week. They practice every week. I feel calm while working. I feel calm while working.
Je me sens calme en travaillant.
I feel calm while working. I feel calm while working. She uses different textures. She uses different textures.
Elle utilise différentes textures.
She uses different textures. She uses different textures. He adds a spout to the jug. He adds a spout to the jug.
Il ajoute un bec au pichet.
He adds a spout to the jug. He adds a spout to the jug. We clean the studio together. We clean the studio together.
Nous nettoyons l'atelier ensemble.
We clean the studio together. We clean the studio together. They talk about their projects. They talk about their projects.
Ils parlent de leurs projets.
They talk about their projects. They talk about their projects. I keep my tools in a box. I keep my tools in a box.
Je garde mes outils dans une boîte.
I keep my tools in a box. I keep my tools in a box.
Merci de votre visionnage. Abonnez-vous à notre chaîne et activez les notifications pour recevoir nos nouvelles vidéos et poursuivre votre voyage d'apprentissage de l'anglais.